Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Darren, and in today's video I want to take another quick look at everything we have with Warlock right now, because I talked a bit about demo and awesome updates. I want to kind of show you what it looks like and talk about the philosophy of Blizzard I've had for 2 classes so far, and maybe if they can apply the philosophy for other classes. The philosophy where they're making classes better and more awesome to play and visually and more simple to understand. For example, classes like Survival Hunter and Demonology Warlock have been played by mechanics that are just monotonous, is the best word I can use for it. These mechanics don't make the class harder to play because a class is hard to play. Let's say a player figure out how to play it properly. Harder class to play should output more damage because you're more skilled at those classes. Here they're just basically monotonous, where you have to pull even more effort just to be on par or average. So those classes just have mechanics that don't mesh well, don't fit well, and kind of work against each other, and overall make for a less fun experience. So I wanted to take a look at Demonology Warlock, which is another class that they're doing updates for in BFA. Showcase you guys, since we have on Wowhead finally some information what it looks like. I just want to talk about what I like about it, and then I want to see if Blizzard can apply this to other classes. So without further ado, let's actually get into Demonology Warlock, and they look so good. There's a plethora of talents, and they're really taking the whole, hey, I'm a summoner, I summon pets, I summon demons, to its fullest. And I like the idea of being a puppet master, controlling hordes of demons, but you're just way in the back in safety, right? I like that idea, and Blizzard's really trying to maximize it. Instead of having talents for every single spec of Warlock, Affliction, Destro, Demo, all the same, Demo actually has specialized talents all about summoning demons, summoning more demons, summoning even more powerful demons. Everything is about the pets, the demons, which I love that. They also are improving some of the mechanics they had in the past with a specialization like Soulfire. A lot of people like Soulfire as a mechanic and don't read it as it is, because right now it reads exactly the same as a Hand to Go Down. But the way Soulfire works is usually it's a long 6 or 4 second cast, and then through your basic ability uses, I think through your Shadow Bolts, you have a chance to trigger Soulfire to be a faster cast and will generate 2 soul shards. So it's basically like a faster version of a Shadow Bolt, more powerful version of a Shadow Bolt that generates more soul shards, which kind of allows you to change up rotation. You don't always have to cast Shadow Bolt for 1 soul shard. Sometimes you'll get Soulfire for 2 soul shards. So it kind of gives you a little bit more variety to your playstyle and rotation. A little bit of variety so your playstyle and rotation doesn't seem static. Sometimes it feels a little bit faster, a little bit slower. It varies a little, which is awesome. This is what Soulfire looks like. Very basic spell. Looks like a fireball for mages. But the implication and what it does to your playstyle is so good for the game. It actually is a mechanic that a lot of people missed, a lot of people loved, and I guess Blizzard decided to bring it back because people have asked for this. And they find a way to incorporate this mechanic, this playstyle, into your rotation to where it actually feels really, really good to play. You have Vilefiend, which still is a work in progress, but the fact that you can summon more types of demons, kind of like your Dread Wolves, the Demon Dogs. Then you also have a big one, Demon Commander. This is basically Doomguard, but a varied version for Demonology Warlock. It's a stronger pet, deals AoE damage, buffs all your other pets for a short moment. I think it's an awesome way to make a spec that's all about demons a little bit better in terms of your massive demon that you summon. I mean, look at this. This looks awesome. The fact that you have all these various demons, and I think there needs to be even more demons than you summon. There's a lot of talents that are still not functional yet. Like there's a big one where you summon a big portal. Every soul shard you spend summons a demon to fight for you. They could have like literally hordes of demons, and it'll be fun to see those talents at work once they actually are viable. Then you also have Bile Scourge Bombers, where you open up a portal above enemies, bombers run down, and just basically go kamikaze. But it's another cool way to add an AoE, but something that has to do with summoning demons, right? So it's really a spell, but it just summons a lot of demons. Imp Swarm is also back. That was available back in Mists of Pandaria. And the fun part about it, as you saw just now, with the Hand to Go Down that he casts, the demons don't spawn around the enemy, they spawn around you. Because one of the things Blizzard want to do is make it visually pleasing to see your demon army, so you can really see how many demons are all around you. So if you take a certain talent, you can actually have your Doomguard and 6 or 5 little imps around you at all times. So you can have an actual demon army with you at all time. You can have a Bile Scourge, you can have your Demon Commander, you can have your Demon Dogs out. So really you can have a sizable audience of demons all around you at all times if you talent yourself properly. One of the best parts about the spec, you don't have any more of them by the mechanic where you empower your demons, where every time you summon a set of demons, you have to empower them. That mechanic is what drew a lot of people away. That mechanic is also one of those meticulous mechanics that if you're okay with it, you're probably playing Demonology for quite a while, and you're fine with it. It's like playing Outlaw Rogue and getting used to the fact that you have RNG with your rolls. It's fine. You have RNG. That's just it. That's just your playstyle, right? Or Survival Hunter. You have a lot of dots and buffs to maintain, and it's like spinning plates, and you're fine with it, right? That mechanic being gone, I feel like really does add that class fantasy where you don't have to summon demons, empower them. Because imagine every time you summon demons, you have to also empower. After a while of doing that back-to-back, summon, empower, summon, empower, summon, empower, it really does get a little bit annoying. I will be honest, it does get a little bit annoying because it feels like you're not really playing the whole summon, 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 you know, and really around the playstyle of demons. It's more about summon as many and then empower. It just doesn't have the same visceral feel. And that kind of leads my conversation into another topic about changing classes where meticulous mechanics are kind of gone by the wayside. And Blizzard has done this already with a few classes now. Demonology Warlock is one of those classes, but we also have Survival Hunter. Survival Hunter seems to be more simple to understand, play, and I think overall this is going to be good changes to make an actual comprehensively fun spec to play. Demonology and the fantasy they're trying to apply for it, I feel like it's going to make it better. Then there's a few classes that are getting changed, like Affliction Warlock, then there's a few Rogue changes in terms of talents and whatnot, then there's some Warrior changes. I haven't really looked at Arms Warrior, that's another class that's getting a big rework, but from the classes they have so far, most of the classes in World of Warcraft are fine, and they need a few adjustments. Then there's a few meticulous classes that not a lot of people play, mostly because they're not hard to play, like, and a Holy Death Knight is hard to play, but they're more meticulous, as in you have to put more effort, sometimes even more effort than other classes, just to be average, just to get average output. Where other classes can put half the effort and get average output, then they put more effort to get better results, to put even more effort, better results. Some of these classes just have such a high ceiling that on one hand it is just difficult to play. Maybe it requires you to have best in slot legendaries, best in slot items, best in slot stats, and then perfect proper rotation, cannot mess up a single thing or everything goes down. I wonder if they will add some of that to a lot more classes. And I kind of want to take a look at some of the classes that I think could use that kind of rework. I wonder if there's any other classes that are particular to play. A Balance Druid is another good example, I think, of a class that's hard to play for a caster. At least for me it was. Because it's not all just about dot management. I feel like the flow of your rotation, whether you have the empowerments of solar and lunar, and being able to maintain that flow as the fight goes on, being able to use your Moonfire or your artifact power ability, which I'm not sure how that's going to be for druids in BFA, but in Legion, being able to utilize your artifact power, your resource for your astral power, and making sure that all your abilities are empowered, making sure dots are maintained, making sure to maximize your burst window with Incarnation, and making sure you have, you know, spread damage and spread dots for AoE. I think this is another class that's a good example of a class that's kind of hard to play. But that skill with this class, the increase of skill, is going to directly translate into how much damage you do in PvE and PvP. I think for the most part, most of the other classes are in a pretty good spot though. I feel like a lot of them well designed as I'm looking through them. I can't really commentate on the mages because I'm not a huge fan of the mage class, and I feel like I would have a bias against it. But that's all I can really say. I feel like Windwalker Monk is well designed as I get to play it. I like the mastery, and I think the rotation for it is a lot of fun. Red Paladin seems to be a pretty straightforward class, and it performs well. I haven't really got to dwell into that one too much, but from other Red Paladins that I have seen play, and just, you know, how little, the fact that your Judgment can hit for 6 million a pop with your 4-piece and your best in slot gear, I mean, I think it's fun. It's in a good spot. Shadow Priest also feels pretty good to play overall as a DPS. All rogue specs but Outlaw are in that good spot. I feel like Outlaw is another spec that might get some rework in a little bit of time. Mostly about the Roll the Bones buff. Like, technically Outlaw is a great spec. It does well in PvE. It's actually seen some play in the arena PvP ladder. It's a good specialization. It's just, for a lot of people, it's still hard to figure out how to play around Roll the Bones. And that's like the only one mechanic. It's actually a very simple class. You generate common points with Saber Slash, Pistol Shot, procs, and then you use run-throughs, and you maintain a buff. The question about how do you maintain that buff, which buffs to reroll, should you reroll, should you not reroll, all that stuff, that's the part that a lot of people have trouble with, you know? I wonder if that spec will get a little bit more straightforward playstyle to it. Maybe it might even change out Slice and Dice and Roll the Bones, and overall give the spec a bit of an increase on damage and redo Roll the Bones as a talent. I wonder if that's a specialization that'll have any of those changes done, because it does feel like one of those meticulous specializations, mostly through roll the bones mechanic. Super happy with the changes with classes so far, and this is not even classes I play as a main. I want to play survival. I love survival from Legion and the uniqueness of it. I love the idea of demonology, summoning demons, and I love the changes they're doing to those specializations so far. So let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments below. Which class do you think Blizzard should probably give a little bit of that BFA class rework treatment? And let me know your thoughts. As always, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like. Likes allow my videos to reach a wider audience and grow the channel and continue doing what I do as a big fat nerd who just likes making World of Warcraft videos and just continues doing that. No need to get outside, man. It's not the brightest weather. I could just sit at home, play some video games, and be all happy. If you guys enjoy the content, enjoy discussions, BFA coverage, and 5-5-1 duels, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. We'll put out 2 videos a day. And if you guys want to catch any of that content, please go ahead and give the channel a subscribe. And if you guys want to catch some of the live streams, the best way to do it is to hit the notification bell down next to the subscribe button below in order to catch up on every single video we put out, as well as every single live stream that goes live. And if you guys want to participate in those live streams, hitting the notification bell is the best way to catch up and participate in the streams. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and again, let me know your thoughts on classes that you think should get changed up for BFA. Thank you guys. I'll see all of you in another video. I'm gonna go check out what Arm's all about.